Hey guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade, and this is what we ate last week. A quick and easy chicken burger, the bird's eye ones, with some onion rings and some cheese. Ooh, corned beef hash, not had this for a while. And you've got to have runny eggs on top. Got to, it's the law. Next, this is Steve's salt and chili chicken wraps. Kiev's rabbit food. It had to be in there somewhere, didn't it? Rabbit food. And just some air-fried baby potatoes. Homemade pizzas. Steve and the kids had these. I don't like them. I don't like a thick crust. I prefer more meat and cheese than I do to bread. We have not had this for a bit either. Jacket potatoes, loaded with cheese, and then the fish and butter sauce on top. Kids like that too. So, I'm gonna put pork and beef in here. So, it's not shepherd's pie, and it's not a cottage pie. Shacottage. Shacot? No. Let's just say I made shepherd's pie. But Caitlin is going to do a lot of it. She's busy training in the kitchen because things are becoming increasingly difficult. So, and she's the oldest, she can reach everything at the minute, so she's getting a bit more intensive training, so to speak. She's asked if she wants to do it before anybody says anything. If she says no, she says no. But no, they both love being in the kitchen. So while the meat's in, and I'm obviously using the multi-cooker, I'm still with her there, telling her not to push down on the knife. I keep telling her to press down and move it forward, but yeah, she'll get it eventually. Now she's changing the grip on her knife. So this is all learning. It's all learning for them, bless them. She's like, hang on a minute, Mum. I'm just gonna do this. And I said to her, how are you going to break it up? And she said, twist it. That's it. Bless her little heart. She cooked all of this. Apart from the potatoes that went on top. Steve did that. I'd had enough. And like me, she was like, oh, I'm not just doing that. Let's give it a good old mash. I had an 80s. That was me wafting my arms about. I put top hits of the 80s on the old ALEXA. I can't say the word because we've got them all over the house. And that was booming out. There was only me and Caitlin in the house at the time. Steve had took Amy and her friends swimming. So Caitlin was with me. Oh, I wasn't looking, so she sped up a bit, look. Mole's reminding her about how sharp these knives are, but eventually she will cut herself. We all have. You get a bit too cocky with the old knife, don't you? And then, whew, I've still got a healing cut on my thumb from the new bread knife. Damn you bagels. It's always while doing a blooming bagel. So, while she's chopping up the vegetables, she's never chopped an onion in her life, so she didn't know what to do. Bless her. Anyway, while she's doing the vegetables, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh my word, that's old age for you, is that, you know? Oh yeah, since we did the freezer shop and then we did the fresh shop, we don't need any shopping at all, so there won't be a haul on Friday. But anyone who wants to watch Day in the Life, they can do. I'm going to do some bread. I'm planning best laid plans and all that, but I'm planning. Kids want some cinnamon rolls, but we fancy some different ones with some chopped nuts and stuff in. So I might make both of those. I can't think what else. Anyway, she's done the onions. And now she's going in with the garlic. Oh, she said it stinks. I says, I've put it in nearly every meal you've eaten. I says, and you love garlic bread. Shut up. She just grinned. So it's some celery salt. She's always scared when she shakes it like that. She's going to put too much in. Mixed herbs. I said to her, just show it at the camera so I can remember what you put in. I don't keep everything the same. Depends if I've got stuff to use up. Yeah. So some mixed herbs. Some 2 bay leaves. What are you putting leaves in for, Mum? She didn't eat this. She absolutely detests shepherd's pie or cottage pie, whatever. Detests it. Now, she was that way as well with stew, but she's eaten stew. So I didn't push her on this today. She came round to stew in her own way. And she started to eat it. It's the mixing of everything in one pot, I think. She don't like it. Nothing separate. Because you give her a Sunday dinner and she'll eat every vegetable on the plate. She eats everything. Because it's in its own designated spots. I think it's the mixing of everything that she don't like. But she's come around on stew, so I'm hoping that she will with this as well. Now, she tried the gravy on a spoon. And she had a bowl of the gravy. And she had a beige dinner. So, a beige dinner is... what did she have? Some mini hash brown bites. And some chicken poppers. And then she had a bowl full of the gravy. And she drank the gravy. So, it's not the taste of it that she doesn't like, obviously. It's the combining of everything together in the pot. Now, I did used to keep some meat separate and then some potato separate, but I'm not doing it anymore. It's just a lot of messing about. She ate stew in her own good time, so I'm hoping she will with this as well. She's like, oh, I don't like mushrooms. Says, Caitlin, you don't notice that I fill your taco meat up with half mushrooms? And she looks at me. I says, I grind them up in the chopper. I said, and it looks like twice the amount of meat. And she stared at me. Oh, well, I don't know they're in there. I says to her, well, there you go then. It's not taste of them, is it? Does that make me sound really harsh? I don't know. I think sometimes you've got to be a bit... So this is a beef stock pot. She says it looked like jam. So she's going to mix that through. She's trying to mush it. Told her she's not going to mush it with that spoon. It's been in the thingy, in the pot, so the plastic's gone a bit, woo. She's just added a pint of water in here. And I'm just changing the settings now from sear to high on the slow cooker function. I have it on high for 2 hours. And then I'll put it on the low for another 2 hours. But we're not finished putting stuff in yet. So here we go. Yes. Yes, a can of beans. Trust me. Just trust me, okay? Anyone who's seen me make this before knows I put the beans in. Anyone who hasn't, well, there you go. It gives it a nice creamy taste, trust me. And yes, you can see a jar of Marmite out. I don't like Marmite. Caitlin loves it. I had to stop her from sticking her fingers in it. So a heaped teaspoon. Like that. I told her not to scrape it across the bottom of my pan, and I could hear her scraping it. So if there's any more scrapes on my pan, it's her fault. Then we've got some mushroom ketchup. We love this stuff thanks to one of our subscribers, Joanne. Caitlin's like, more mushroom, Mum. This is used in place of Worcestershire sauce. So if you have Worcestershire sauce, just use that if you want. Just nabbing the bay leaves while I spot them. Otherwise, Steve ends up eating them. It always ends up on his plate, and it's not on purpose. It's either the star anise or the bay leaves he gets. Poor guy. So, Caitlin also made some brownies. And yes, she made. I didn't do it. She did it. I obviously gave her the measurements and told her which way they go in, but she did it. I'll put the recipe below for you. Turned out really good. And you can see there's a bag of Aero pieces in the blue bag. And she's going to add some of them in, but she's not going to measure them out. Because we don't measure stuff like that out in this house. When it comes to the extra bits, we don't. We just stick them in. Now, some melted butter. And you just want to mix this until the sugar's dissolved. She lined the tin and everything. I explained to her what I wanted her to do, and she lined the tin, put the bull clips on and everything. I did have to rearrange them and explain to her why I rearranged them, but she took it all in. She did Mum's favourite trick. There it goes, a bit of eggshell, and it's gone. So there's a couple of eggs going in. And she's just going to beat them in. She doesn't like having egg on her hands. I said to her, just grab that wooden stick and mix them, will you? You're not washing your hands until you've mixed them. Because the mixture in it was a little bit warm, I said to her, I says, you don't want to leave the eggs just standing in there. I says, you don't want to end up with scrambled eggs in there. So I said, just get them mixed in and then you can wash your hands. You can probably hear background noise because the kids are off school now. The kids are out in the streets. The ones that live in the streets. We've got Amy in the back garden on the trampoline with a friend. This is what, 8:15 Sunday evening now. So any background noise, I do apologise, but there's not a lot I can do. So she put a capful of the vanilla in. Couldn't make her mind up, look. It's not strong, that stuff, anyway. I constantly have to keep telling her because she stirs and stuff goes flying. I have to tell her to settle down a bit. Stop being so rough. So plain flour. So she's just putting the plain flour in now. And most of you will know there's not a lot that goes into brownies. But I told her not to over mix this, just to mix it through, and then once it's mixed through, stop. She's just creeped into the bedroom now while I'm doing the voiceover. Did you enjoy cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like shepherd's pie though, do you?
No.
But you like the gravy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you like the gravy but not the rest?
I don't know.
So you had a beige tea, didn't you? Did you eat it all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shocker. Right, she's going to put the aero bits in a minute. I have no idea how much of this she put in because I said to her, look, you do that and I'll go and hoover quickly.
It's me.
Did you eat them?
No.
That's a surprise. I'll find out, you know.
Yeah.
Unless your dad's cut it out. Where have you gone to? Wash your hands?
No, I was looking for a pair of scissors. I couldn't find them.
Oh. So she's legged it looking for a pair of scissors and she couldn't find none. What you got a spoon for?
For the...
Oh, salt.
Yeah.
Please tell me you didn't put pepper in.
No. I made sure. So you can see me opening the pepper.
Yeah.
There.
You got flour all over the eggs and everything,
I
Caitlin.
know,
How
I
have you
did.
done that? But when you put it straight in. That's you with your fast mixing. I keep telling you, splashes everywhere. Not me.
Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely your dad. And the last bit, what was the last bit, Caitlin? The aero bits. Now let's see how many she chucked in this. I said put some in the mix and then sprinkle some on top. How many you putting in?
At least there's melted chocolate in the middle.
You tasted a bit of them, are they nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where to put the tin.
There.
Yeah.
What are you hesitating for, Caitlin?
I was sure I was going to spill it everywhere. I didn't.
You scrape the tub out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't scrape it properly though, did you?
I did.
No, because you didn't want to just stick your face in it. Because you won't put it in the bowl. She wanted to eat it. No, it's all right in the UK because our eggs
Look,
high welfare in the
you
check,
keep it up in
so
the background.
that's why we can keep them out and we don't have to refrigerate them. So it's not uncommon over here for the kids to eat the batter off cakes and such.
There you are with the hoover.
I know. Getting all the flour in that up.
I chucked it everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's what I said to you, was to get them everywhere, didn't I? Because I'm stood there with the hoover.
Mm-hmm.
I says to her, tap it on the thing. We'll top it then, I said. Get the air bubbles out, and that was it. It went into the oven. Happy days. And it come out very nice. There it is, before I cut it up. So here, the meat is cooked. I'm going to divide it between 2 tins, because there's only 3 of us eating it. So we're making 2 and freezing 1. What I don't like to do is put too much of the gravy in these pans, because all it does is when you put it in the oven to bake it is bubble out anyway. So just divided it and it made 2 pies. Gravy I plopped into a jug. Reheated that at tea time. And Them pans are so light to pick up and just do that. I know a lot of you already have bought them. So this is Steve now. We're getting in with the whole family now. This is Steve now doing the potatoes. I'd peeled them for him, but really, he's using a little spoon. Oh Lord, Steve. He'll hear when he comes to edit this that you're laughing at him, Caitlin. Oh my love, I thought you knew better than that. That's the one we had for tea, and I think it was a mixture of cheddar and mozzarella. And there it was when it come out. Sorry, but we've all got a cold in a minute. And that is Caitlin's brownie. Me obviously holding the camera because it's not steady. Squidgy look, as it should be. And the kids are going to have a piece when they're finished playing with some ice cream. And that was dinner. So there we have it. Thank you so much, guys, if you got all the way to the end. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let Caitlin know in the comments how she did. And I will see you on Friday. Bye.